Hey everybody, what's going on? Buddy Blackford here with another After Effects CS6 tutorial, and today we're going to be talking about nesting comps. Now, nesting a comp is all it is taking a composition and putting it within another composition. And I'm talking about this now because it kind of acts like a alternative to parenting. And you can use that if you plan ahead, and you can apply different effects to the parented layers all at once, and you can also um, add opacity and other things that you can't do while you have layers parented. So I'm gonna show you about that stuff, but I want to tell you a cool story real quick because I haven't told one in my past few tutorials in a little while. Now, the story I want to tell you about is about wasps. And since I live in New York, there is a bunch of wasps that decide to come out and build nests on your house and stuff like that. And they're pretty much a nuisance, and I really don't like wasps that much. I've gotten stung by them several times in my life, and they just really suck. Not like bumblebees who like kind of stay away from you and just go do their own thing. I'm talking about these wasps that'll come in, like try to like defend their territory and sting you. And some of them live in the ground and some of them don't, and it really sucks. So I saw this article yesterday actually, and it made me like really not like wasps even more. So I'll bring it over, and we got a wasp here. It's probably not in my area. I didn't read where it was, but they now have zinc tipped drill bits in there, and they're stingers, and they use it to like drill into like figs and things like that. And what's gonna happen when the wasps around me evolve with like metal drill bit stingers? That shit's gonna hurt. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So let me get off of that topic because, oh man, I just don't really like wasps. They're probably one of my least favorite things in the world. So that and, oh, never mind, I'm not going to say it. Let's get on to the tutorial. So we're going to talk about nesting instead of parenting. So let me go over parenting like really quick. With parenting, you're allowed to like have objects follow another object by their position, the scale, and the what was the other one? And rotation. That was the other one. Okay, so you can have like these two objects, these two logos follow this logo over here by its anchor point on the position, scale, or rotation. But what you can't do is lower the opacity. You can't add effects that affect them all, and then you can't move around like the anchor point or anything like that to of these ones to get affected by, or of this one to get affected by the other ones. So what do you need to do to, if you really need to add those different kind of things? Do you really want to go into each layer and add the effect on, or go into each layer and personally animate the opacity and everything like that? You could do that if you only had a couple things, or if you want to be faster, you would just add or turn this into a comp and just nest everything together. So here's what I'm talking about. Let's go and turn these into a comp so we can add effects and change like the opacity and stuff. So what we're going to do is click on everything that we want to be in our composition. So that's going to be all these layers right here that I have. So let's go into layer, and we're going to go to pre-compose. Or you can just start out your entire composition with just these in it, and then create another composition to put them in. So we're going to pre-compose these into another composition. And usually what you want to keep on do is move all attributes into the new composition. And they've got little little captions here to tell you what's going on. And this one says, use this option to place the currently selected layers together into a new intermediate composition. So I'm going to name it up here, and we'll name this logo and hit OK. So now we've got all our logo all together in one composition, and we can apply effects to this composition. You can see the composition down here in the layers panel and have it selected. So now I can animate things such as the opacity, and the opacity of everything will get affected. And I can add effects. Let's add effect. Let's do a fast one. Blur. Let's add fast blur because that's my go-to fast one there. And now everything's going to get blurred. And if you remember that with a parent, it doesn't work that way. So with a nested comp, you can actually go into the composition and adjust anything that you actually need to adjust. And you can add animations, and then it'll appear correctly within the nested or within the regular comp. So that's what nesting compositions is good for. Now this nested comp is usually called a pre-comp, and some people will call it an intermediary comp, but most people call it a pre-comp. That's why when you go into layer pre-compose, that's where they got the name pre-comp from. And that just means that it's not your final comp that's going to be fully rendered out. You're going to have it within another comp or nested within another composition. So I'll end there for this introduction tutorial, and then the next couple tutorials will be about a little bit more about what you can do with pre-comps besides just adding blurs and changing their opacity and things like that. So thanks for watching this one, and stay up to date by subscribing, and you'll see when the next tutorials come out about pre-comping. And thanks for watching this one. Have a good one, everybody.